Hey, what's up, guys? RC Madman here. I'm out here with the Hoverthings Flip 385mm frame. Um, been doing some testing with motors, thrust tests, and different props and stuff like that. And I had these HQ Slowfly 8 by 4.5 props that I had laying around for quite a long time now. I had them for my shoot, I want to say I had these for my my second quad that I actually built. Um, anyway, I was having the problem I think that a number of other people were having with altitude hold. It was bouncing quite a bit. And I tried different settings, and I had it really good with 10-inch props um, for a while, and I'm not sure what I did settings-wise, but it was getting bounce. I did all the calibrations and stuff like that, and I just couldn't get the bounce completely out of it. Anyway, so I swapped these, the 10-inch APC 10 by 4.5 props out and put these Slowfly HQ 8.45 props on, and been doing some testing, just general settings and stuff like that, trying to get the quad to fly better. And I think I got the altitude hold darn near perfect. I'm going to do a demonstration here of how well it holds altitude at pretty much any level. Right now is a perfect night for it. There's no wind, so I'm going to demonstrate how good it is. And I know some people are asking, is it as good as the NASA, altitude hold? And without a doubt, it's fantastic. I mean, it's probably the best I've seen on any of the flight controllers I've owned. Even the Mini X was a little bouncy here and there, but I did have it on a much larger quad. So for a small quad, this is doing quite well. So I'm going to demonstrate how good it does here. This is in attitude mode, normal. You can see it hovers quite nicely. There's altitude hold right there. As you can see, it holds a pretty nice position. Or I should say altitude, not position. It's not position mode. Turn it up a little higher. Just turn away from the ground effect. As you can see, it's pretty solid. Holds a pretty nice steady altitude there. Not bad at all. I did some adjusting. I'm running the ZTW 30 amp ESCs with Simon K firmware. I did some adjusting. I changed the braking from the default 3 to 5, and I upped the timing on the motors to 24 on the Sunnysky 980 kV X series motor. It seems to be a pretty good combo so far. But as you can see, I mean, it really holds altitude quite level. It's pretty much the same spot, up and down a little bit here and there, but nothing that you would say that's bouncy or anything like that. Pretty nice. almost go stickless with this, but there is a bit of a drift, but as you can see it goes a little bit to the left. I'm not sure if that's balance of the quad. I have it set up. It's pretty decent. I did a pretty decent job building it this time. Not sure why I get that vibration on the prop. These are, I think I balanced them a long time ago. Like I said, I've had these sitting in a box for quite a long time, so. But yeah, that's a pretty solid altitude hold there. So if anybody's wondering if it does well on altitude holds, it does. It goes really well at altitude holds. Of course, it'll go down if you do forward flight, so you got to have some altitude if you want to keep from hitting the ground. But yeah, it does quite nice. And I'm flying with one stick here, so. Pretty solid. Yeah, just the prop change made a big difference in the bounce. So you might want to look into just changing your props to maybe you're over propped on the particular setup. I had 10.45 APCs, and I also had the HQ carbon nylon 10.63 props. I was running, and I like those because they're pretty well balanced out of the box. And they're real smooth flying, but these ones, these HQs, slow flies are fantastic for this particular quad. I'm really impressed with how it's handling and flying. And I finally got some decent tuning on this for my kind of flying. I'm not a super aggressive flyer, and I'm certainly not that good of a flyer yet. So, but yeah, as you can see, the altitude hold is quite nice. Yeah, it holds at a really nice level position there. And I'll demonstrate how quickly the motors stop when you see it there. Boom. Now with 10-inch props with the BL heli that I had, not on these ESCs, but on the Ready to Fly Quad 30 amp ESCs, with 10-inch props with the default settings with the braking, they wouldn't even slow them down when you cut the throttle. They would just spin when you cut the throttle. It was almost like the braking was non-existent. Now with 9-inch, there was some braking, and then with 8-inch, there was decent braking. They would stop. But with the Simon K firmware, I'm actually not even at the max braking that I could add to it, and it does quite nice. If I cut the throttle on this in air, if I go up a good distance and I cut the throttle, not all the way, but real close to almost zero, it'll drop out of the sky perfectly straight, no wobble. I was having a big time wobble with the X-Roto, the Hobbywing X-Roto 20 amp ESCs. I don't know what the deal is with those. They are not working well. I know RS2K was telling me that he's never had any issues with them, and he has a bunch of them. So I don't know if I did something wrong when I programmed them. I don't think so. They took BL Heli just fine. They function, they just don't function well. And when I try and fly them, if I add any left or right stick to it, it'll I don't know if it's desync or what, but it'll drop out of the sky. I was flying it at a pretty low level, and it would just land on the grass, flop down with wobble. So, but yeah, here you have it, guys. Running quite nice. This is also, as I have to mention with all of my videos, this is the Openpilot Revo Nano, non-GPS, just the basic flight controller on a Hoverthings flipped 385mm frame, Sunnysky 980 kV motors, and now I'm currently running the HQ 845 slow fly props, and this is on 3S. I got a 4,000 milliamp pack on there, but it flies pretty good. see if you can see it come down out of the sky. I don't know if you can see it at the distance. And then I'll cut it. No wobble at all. No wobble whatsoever. No wobble. I mean, it's just steady as can be. Perfect. Just how I had it before in my larger quad. With the 10-inch props, if I hit the throttle like that, it would go like this on the way down, you know, or, you know, maybe a little more violently. And then when I tried to catch it, you know, give it throttle to slow its descent, it would do a little more of a wobble like this. So yeah, these are working out really nice. I ordered some more slow fly. What did I get? The HQ slow fly carbon nylon 845 props and the 947 props in carbon nylon as well. So I'll be testing those out when I get those. Look at that. I mean, no wobble whatsoever, just perfectly straight down. Flies fantastic. Yeah, I have to say I'm not, I don't know what it is with my setup, but BL Heli is just not working for anything I've put it on so far. Not the X-Roto, not my Rightify Quads ESCs, or these ZWT or ZTW 30 amps. The Rightify Quad ones, when I was doing a static thrust test with them, I noticed that I was using a DX6i and a Orange RX receiver. If I got to above 75% throttle, that's where it maxed out at. So I wasn't getting a good thrust test with the BL Heli. I guess that's a kind of a common occurrence. Not sure exactly why it does that. So with Simon K firmware, and I do a thrust test, it goes all the way to 100% throttle, and I get much better results. So I'm not sure if there's a setting you can change, or if I use different equipment to get the max thrust out of using the BL Helis, because I've seen tons of videos on YouTube showing thrust tests with BL Heli. I don't know if that was with different, you know, native BL Heli ESCs, and not the Simon K Atmel. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but those type of ESCs with BL Heli installed on it. So, but yeah, these are the ZWT, and I have the PWM comp enabled active braking, and I upped the braking to 5 instead of the default 3, and I also upped the motor timings to 24 instead of the default 18. So yeah, I'm seeing some pretty good results with the handling. The stability is just absolutely fantastic. Like I said, with 10-inch props, I was getting wobble. I could test those again to see if it's changed at all based on the settings I've changed, but I don't think so. I think that the 8